collecting the bits again, because that's what I do at the beginning of every episode. Alright. Hello everybody, my name is Lucas, and welcome back to another episode of a Nostalgia Trip 2018. Also known as Bionicle Heroes. In the last episode, I went on the volcanic trail, I believe. Fiery mine. One of those. And in this episode, we're going to be fighting Hakann in his own habitat. And continuing our utter domination of the Paraka and their everythings. So we have a ridiculous amount of Lego bits right now. And we're going to be looking to spend those on a canister locator. Looking forward to kicking this guy's ass. Alright. Hakann's Pit. Yep. Oh, it feels warm in here. Oh, that's just the kind of uncut that you get on these episodes. Alright. He was planking on top of a rock. I mean, it's a good way to work out. Right, first things first, I need to get my hands on the other masks. Boom. There we go. And what do I need over here? Just looks like normal Hookie. I'm disappointed I put all that into these extra abilities and hero mode already. Ah, there we go. I don't know what our Lego bit total is at, but it's gotta be ridiculous at this point. I'm gonna take this moment to, alright, there we go. Got all four of them. Smooth. Very smooth. It might have been smart to wait. See how much this gives me on the old. That filled up about half the old hero mode meter. Alright, sorry I haven't been talking quite so much. I've been well focused on getting all this stuff. Alright, so, this week at F&M, I played Burn. because I felt like playing something simple. I've been a little stressed out recently, so wanted to just, play something I knew. Round one, I must admit it's been a while since I played Burn, so I feel like I was a little out of practice. And, yeah, I could have done better in the first round. If I just mulled a couple of hands that I mulled both. If I mulled both hands, I kept, because I kept a one lander, and then got Spreading Seas. Hate Spreading Seas, by the way. Then again, and then I kept a 5 lander and drew 3 more lands. Oh, are these? These are key rack. Damn. And they're getting up. Key rack are getting up. So yeah. It also doesn't help that for whatever reason, whenever I play against Merfolk, I just have the worst luck imaginable. It's kind of brutal. Or it's incredibly brutal. I imagine it's how some people feel when they play against me with Jund. Because, yeah, Jund is a grindy deck, and I'm very good with grindy decks. Or most decks. Or any deck in Modern. Yeah, so first round I lost. Second round, I got the bye, so I was able to just hang out and just, picked up a second place at a Lightning Bolts, finished my playset of Elvish Mystics, got a Raise the Alarm, got a Villainous Wealth. I might try making that in a Modern deck. Just like a bunch of ramp and Villainous Wealth. Seems like it could be a decent deck. Then so second round just kind of dirtled because I got the bye. Round 3, I went up against I think round 3 was Mono Red Goblins. Yeah, round 3 was Mono Red Goblins. And that matchup I won quite handily. Game 1 he kept a no-lander and kept having to discard. And it was kind of brutal. And not just because I had just had a conversation with that person not too long ago about never keeping a no-lander. Like, okay, yeah, I've kept no-landers before. Playing Storm with a couple cantrips in hand, there are a lot of situations, he was just waiting to get hit. There are a lot of situations when playing Storm that you can keep a no-lander. Like if you're on the draw and you mull to 5, after a mull to 5, Storm kind of just loses. So yeah, but no, when you're playing an aggressive deck, you need lands. Like, don't keep a no-lander at 6 cards. Maybe at 4? Oh, so dramatic. Yeah, so round 3 I was against goblins, ended up being 2-1. Then I went up against a Naya aggro deck, I think is the best way to put it. It's got like bushwhackers and burning tree emissaries and tarmogoyfs, wild Nacatls, burn spells, but only like, and then Gore Clan Rampagers. It's a really cool deck. And yeah, it's a really cool deck. Really fun to play against, but when you're playing Burn, and that's a deck that kind of just deals a ton of damage to itself, like he went he was basically at, I think, 11 life every game. Oh, we got Vakama, Wenua, Onua, and I don't recognize that last mask. Is that a Krata? Or a Krana, yeah. Yeah, it was like a Naya aggro type of deck. And it was fun. It was a fun game that I ended up winning in 3. I lost game 1, and then game 2 I ended up winning quite handily. Followed immediately by game 3. But I say quite handily, and that's because just from my opening hands, I was extremely confident that I wasn't going to lose. Oh, hey, we passed 1 million Lego bits. But yeah, from my opening hands, I was convinced I wasn't going to lose. And I didn't, because when you're playing Burn, you look for 2 lands and a handful of spells. Like Double Inspiring Vantage, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, Boros Charm, Lightning Helix, and let's just say a Rift Bolt. That's a pretty good starting hand. Especially when your opponent is on the play, and you know they're going to be fetching and shocking and stuff. And then, yeah, last round I went up against Mono Green Tron, and I dropped game 1 there. Game 2, well, game 1 I mulled to 5, and it was a decent mull to 5. It was like land, burn spell, or it was mountain, plains, burn spell, double wild Nacatl. If I'd been able to draw a green source, then yeah, I would have been set, but unfortunately not. So the 2 Nacatls were stranded in a hand, and I ended up losing quite handily to Ulamog. Yes, I know, I'm telling a story. But then game 2, he mulled to 5, and got run over by Burn, because that's what Burn does. It puts you on a pretty strict 4 to 5 turn clock. I think most of the games I won were actually on turn 4. But it's like, yeah. Yeah, I ended up placing 3rd. There were 4 or 5 people with a 4-1 record. We had 19 people go to the event in total, which is pretty good for our gaming store. We usually get a little less than that. Usually it's enough for 4 rounds, but we usually get like 10, 11, 12 people. But yeah, I'll take a 3rd. Like, I should have won that first round. Not to sound like salty, but just given how it played out, I think I should have won that first round. Oh, there he is, just doing his thing. But yeah, did pretty well, all things considered. I had something else I was think I had something else, but it's slipping my mind. If I remember it, I'll put it in the description. But yeah, I know this was a bit of a shorter episode, but it was a boss fight, right? Like just a boss fight against Hakann. And yeah. Oh well. So I think I'm gonna leave this here. Sometime over the next couple of weeks I might make another mega episode. In addition to other stuff, instead of not doing an episode of Be a GM and an episode of Bionicle Heroes, I might just do I'm gonna do those, I'm gonna do another one, and then I might just do another big mega episode. Because I had a lot of fun doing the mega episode. Like, I got to just talk for an hour and a half, which I don't socialize a lot. I'm a social person, but I find it hard to open up to new people. And it's just easier to talk to, well, to talk to probably no one, but possibly people. And if people are listening, hello. And thank you everyone so much for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like down below. Subscribe for more content. Leave a comment. Just leave a comment. I enjoy reading comments. Have gotten a couple comments asking if I would, a couple of comments from people who play NHL 14 wanting to add me. I don't have Xbox Live Gold, and I don't plan on getting it, so I apologize, but for the time being, I will not be doing any, I'll not be doing any hockeying with fans, or just people in general, which I do apologize for. But if in the future I am playing a Steam game, then I am sure I would be more than happy to just have a quick match in or hell, if you see me on X-Mage, Frozen Controller, just say hi. Where was I? Yes. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to leave a like down below. Subscribe for more content. Leave a comment just because. And I'll see you in the next completely losing my train of thought. I'll see you next time. I swear I'm getting worse, but I'm getting better at the same time. Yeah, that's about how I feel. Pretty accurate.